The Witcher prequel, Witcher Blood Origin, is in pre-production, and thanks to Redanian intelligence, we now have 2 characters that will be in the show. Really quick, just in case you're not aware, Blood Origin is a 6-episode, at least for the first season, fingers crossed that we get more, and basically it takes place, it should be 1500 years before the show, but I think they're doing more like 1200. It has the conjunction of spheres where we see humans come to the continent, monsters come to the continent, they begin to overrun it, and so they need to create a Witcher, the first Witcher, to deal with these monsters. As of right now, it's believed the first Witcher, named 𝐿 will be played by Laurence O'Farrell. However, we now know of 2 other characters. 1, a jaded sellsword, and 2, a brilliant inventor/scientist. And I'm gonna talk about the scientist character first because of course I am. I'm biased. Scientists need more love. The scientist/inventor goes by 𝐿 for short, or it's more of a nickname. He's an elf, and like I said, he's an inventor/scientist. He's married to Callie, who I actually talked about her last news video, and that they were trying to cast a young East Asian actress. And here's her description, just in case you're unaware, or you forgot, or didn't watch that video. The role is for a 20 to 25-year-old that is sweet and an enthusiastic handmaid to a member of the royalty and the young wife of a sought-after genius. Eager, kind, caring, and loyal to her husband and his plight. And from the audition tape, we can tell she is totally a catch that keeps 𝐿 fed and basically alive, and I already love her character. I mean, I'm gonna love the inventor more, but, you know, bias. In the leaked audition tape, which I'm not gonna play because I don't need to get fucked by copyright, we see that she is a very dedicated wife to her very work-obsessed husband. He also said that something happened, and because he ran away, everybody there died. And he is working really hard to make up for it. My guess, it has something to do with the conjunction of spears. Maybe he helped it happened in some way or form. I know there's different lore on what exactly caused it, don't get up my ass. Maybe he has something to do with that, but it also seems like he's trying to create a portal in this dialogue to other realms, maybe the original elves' homes, maybe to go somewhere else, because he's very focused on, I can fix this, I can make sure there's no more famine, there's resources for everyone. So, kind of makes me think he's trying to get a way out. Because humans just completely have overrun the continent and made it a nightmare. Now, he does mention a council in his conversation with his wife. This could be the Brotherhood of Sorcerers. In the show, they came together in 839, or 839 years after the conjunction. That's how they tell time, because it just was so catastrophic. The Brotherhood of Sorcerers came together and they decided on the rules of magic, on chaos, what you can do with it and what you can't. And with the dialogue with 𝐿, it seems like he has some ideas of what he can do to make the continent better, but the council doesn't necessarily agree with his methods. And honestly, his heart might be in the right place, but if you read the books, mages do some fucked up things when they don't follow the rules of the council, so I get they're arrogant pricks, but they also kind of have a point in their restrictions. I have a feeling that 𝐿 is actually the person they go to create the Witcher elixirs, to create the first Witcher, because once the continent was overrun by monsters, the Northern Lords were like, hey, mages, you need to use your magic, you need to create someone that can fight this, so get on that. Honestly, I'm not sure what they're going to do with the origin of Witchers in the show. I don't know if they're going to go more towards what we see in the video games, or if they're just going to leave it, well, they can't leave it more ambiguous, can they? So I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of mages come together, they're trying to create this warrior, probably gonna do some really fucked up experimental things on different humans to try to create the first Witcher, and then finally 𝐿 maybe is the first Witcher they're actually able to create because he survives, and maybe 𝐿 has a hand in that. Or, and I know this is really disturbing and probably not what's going to happen, what if he was part of that group that he mentioned, the accident where he ran away, where they did create 𝐿, they did create the first Witcher through experimentation, and or maybe it even wasn't him, it was they created a monster and now it killed everyone and is on the loose, and I don't know. Probably stupid. Sorry, I got really excited. My brain thoughts raced away with me. But maybe they did create a monster before they created the first Witcher, or maybe the first Witcher is kind of a little rabid. Okay, I'll stop with the scientist because I could just go on with guesses. I really hope he creates the first elixirs to create a Witcher. Second, we have a cynical sellsword named 𝐿𝑖𝑥. This guy is apparently an asshole and loves the smell of rotting corpses in the sun, shit, enemy fires, and cesspits. Apparently, when he smells that stuff, it makes him really hungry. But he's not a cannibal, so I think he's just a little particular. He also claims to have invented using siege catapults to launch rotting corpses over a city wall so that the city quickly becomes infected with a disease from the rotting corpses. Dude also is really rude and seems to like to share people's last words and joke about it like it's funny. Which I guess if you've killed enough people, maybe it becomes funny. I don't know. I guess I haven't killed enough people yet to know. Also, he lets people know, hey, if you're gonna come back and haunt me for me killing you, could you bring some wine back from the gods? So yeah, just a dick. So he's an intelligent, bloodthirsty mercenary that will sell anyone out for a higher price, and he just doesn't give a shit. Unless he smells shit, and then I guess he gets hungry. Honestly, these type of characters are a dime a dozen in fantasy series, so I'm hoping if this is more so a main character, they make it his own, instead of just being a generic trope where you just are like, okay, we get it. You're a cynical dude, you don't give a shit, and you just kill people. Great. What if they do that stupid thing of the cutthroat mercenary joining up with, I don't know, the good guys, I say in quotations, maybe the scientist for some bigger mission of saving the continent, but the whole time he's like, I'm just in it for the money, and reminding us he's just a badass, no-nonsense, cynical killer. Wouldn't that be so unique and fun? We've never seen that before. I'm really into this scientist inventor dude, though. I want to know more about him. Apparently he's going to be more so a main character of the series, so once filming begins in August, I'm sure we're gonna get tons more leaks, so make sure you like, subscribe, and come back for more videos. Ooh, and tell me who you think the inventor is. What do you think he does for the overall first season? Also, when you smell shit and rotting corpses, do you get hungry? If you answered any form of yes, it's time to go. It's time for you to leave.